Hi everyone, this is Arun Reddy here. Welcome to my YouTube channel Arun Reddy Tech for You. And in this video, we are going to learn a topic called Python input and output function. So friends, if you're watching my video first time and if you want to learn Python, you can go through my channel playlist. In playlist, you can find Python folders where remaining videos are available. And if you don't want to miss my video, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to like and share my videos. So let us go to the topic. So coming to our topic, there are Python and output functions. So let us see what are there. So Python provides standard input and output functions like input and print. Okay, so input we use for input and print we use for the output. So let us start first with the print and then we'll go for the input function. Okay, so output function print. So we use print function to output the data to the standard output device screen. Means if you want to show the output on the screen, you use print function. Okay, for example, if I want to say hello, right? So what I will do, I'll just type print. In the quotations I will write hello, and if I click enter, automatically I will get the output hello. You can see here the blue color is output. Same way, suppose if you want to print a variable, okay, so then for example, if you want to print a is equal to Arun, okay, so now I have a text in the a. Now when you are printing variable, you doesn't use any quotations. Okay, so Python will support single quotation and double quotation, but when you are giving some statements, okay, but when you want to print a value in the variable, then we don't use any quotations. Okay, we'll directly see print a. Here you can see I've typed in the quotation, and here I'm not using any quotations, right? So you can see here output as Arun. Nice. Same way, suppose if you want to print both text and a variable together, okay, that means if you want to give a statement, and with the statement you want to print the variable values, okay, so then you can use a comma. Okay, so to print text and variable using comma. Okay, so you can see here I have said hello comma a. What is a is Arun, right? So what it will print? Hello Arun. Nice, right? Same way, suppose if you want to print new integer or a float, okay, so then you can see here age is equal to 25. So I have taken age is equal to 25 and print your age is. Again, after the quotation I have kept comma and age. So what it will print? Your age is 25. So this is how our print function will work. Okay, not only comma, we can also use plus symbol is used for a concatenation of text. For example, suppose if I want to print name and text, so what I will say, name is plus a. So here we have used comma, right? Here we have used comma, so here we are using plus. Okay, so when I say, it will print name is Arun. See, it is not giving any space. Why it is not giving any space? Because when we use plus symbol, it will concatenate, means it will join the both the text. Okay, so that's why it will not give any space. So in the previous one, when we are using comma, it is taking automatically space. See, by default we got a space, hello Arun, but here what happens? It is not taking any space, right? Suppose if you want to print integer, so print age is plus age, so you'll get a error message. Why you will get error message? Because concatenation function, that means plus symbol, will use only for a string. So what we can do, we can convert this integer into string and then we can print. For example, you can see here age is plus str. Okay, so suppose if you want to use concatenate operator, then you have to convert integer and float also into the string, then only it will work. You can see your output age is 25. Nice, right? So let us see a small example on the Python. Now we are in the Python program, so let us see this print, how print function will work. Okay, so as we know, print is a keyword. Okay, so it should be in the lower case, right? So now I want to print something hello, right? So I can use single quotation or double quotation for the text. Okay, hello, right? Okay, enter. See what it is printing, hello. Same way, I will take a value a is equal to name. Okay, so I will take some name, right? Right. Okay, enter. Now I want to print a. See, when I am printing a variable, sorry, a value of a variable, I am not using a quotations, right? See, name. Okay, so suppose if I take a, b is equal to Arun, and if I say print, now I want to print both text and text and a variable. So what I will do, I'll just say hello, hello. What we use to print both, we use comma, right? Okay, comma b. See, hello Arun. Same way I can also print by using concatenate operator. So let us see how concatenate operator will work. Right, print hello. So if you want space, here only you have to give, otherwise it will not take space. For example, let me show you, plus b. So what it will do, see, it is not giving any space. Okay, so concatenate function will not give any space, comma will. Okay, comma, what it will do, it will give by default space. Nice, right? Okay, same way let us see with the integer. Suppose if I want to print integer, so I'll say print first let me take a integer value. So c is equal to, or I will use age. Age is equal to, let us assume 25. Okay, now I want to print age, right? So I'll say print age is. Okay, so with comma we don't have any problems. Okay, so when you are printing a integer with comma we don't have any problems. I will say age, close, enter. See, age is 25. But the same if I use with the concatenate function, let us see. Age is plus age, right? See what happened, why it is not giving answer, it is showing error. Why? Because it will consider, sorry, concatenate function will only print text, sorry, string. Okay, so it will not support the integer, right? So what we can do now, I can convert the integer into string and I can join. Okay, now let us see. Now this time I'll convert the integer into string. Okay, here I will say str. What it will do, it will convert the integer into string, right? Enter. See, age is 25, and you can see here it is not giving any space. Why? Because concatenate function, what it will do, it will join, right? But what comma is doing, it is giving a space. See, so this is how we can print by using print function. Okay, so if you are printing a text, or a text, you want to add some text, you can give in the quotation. Suppose if you want to print a value in the variable, then you should write directly a variable name without quotations, right? And if you want to combine both some statement and with the variable, then you can use comma or plus. Okay, so if it is string, plus will be accepted. If it is integer or float, you have to convert into the string, for example like this, and then you can print. Nice, right? Now let us move back to the our topic. Okay, now we are back to our topic. Now let us see how this input function will use. Okay, so input, we use the input function to take input from the standard input device, that is keyboard. Okay, so suppose if you want to give any input in the sorry, input from the keyboard, then we use input function. Okay, for example, print enter name. Okay, so enter name, a is equal to input, print your name, sorry, print your name is, so a, that means what you will get, output name is Arun, right? So let us see how this will work. Okay, so before that I can also make this short. Okay, so in the input we have a prompt. Okay, so we doesn't need to use extra line print. Okay, for example, I can directly say, see, enter name. Okay, so within the input only I can say enter name, so I doesn't need to write an extra line, right? So without extra line also I can directly type here. So within the input we can write enter name. Okay, so suppose if you enter any name, for example I have entered Arun, so automatically it will print your name is Arun. Okay, so let us see a small example for the input function. Now we are back to the Python program. So let us see this how input function will work. Okay, so this time I am going to work in the file. Okay, instead of directly working in the Python program interactive mode, I will go with the script mode. So let me take a new file. Okay, so here I will, what I will do, I will just take a name. Okay, so a is equal to input, I will just give a quotation, enter your name. enter your name. Okay, enter your name, close quotation, close bracket. Next line, what I will do, I'll just print your name is, your name is. Okay, your name is, and as usual we use a comma a, right? Okay, right. So let us see how this will work. Okay, I will just save this as input function, right? I'll just give a name, input dot py, input dot, sorry, input dot py. Okay, so I'll just save on the desktop, right? Okay, now let me run this one and check how our output will be. Okay, right. Now it is asking for a name, enter your name. So I will enter Arun. Arun, see, your name is Arun, so it is giving output, right? So once again let us see the program. Okay, okay, so here is the program and here is output. So what I have done, I have taken a is equal to input, enter your name, and print your name is, what is there in the a, when I took a, automatically it is saved in the a. Okay, a variable, and same thing it is printing, right? So till now we have directly taken a value. For example, here I have taken a is equal to, in the quotations I have taken Arun, right? So the first time we are taking a value on the runtime, means it will be a dynamic, every time we can change the name. Okay, so again if I say run, if I run again, so again it will ask enter name. So if I type Ajay, what it will give, enter your name is Ajay. Nice, right? So this is how our input function will work. So let us go back to our topic once again. Now we are back to our topic. So let us see next. Suppose if you want to enter integer or float. Okay, for example, a is equal to input enter a, b is equal to enter input a enter b. So I have entered a, b, and if I try to print a plus b, what it will give, it will give output as 510. Why it will give 510? Because when you're using input function, it will consider everything, every input as a string. Okay, it will convert the all the input as a string, right? So Python interpreter, it will consider all the input as a string. So that's why it is giving what it is giving 5, and it is joining. See, this is a is 5, b is 10, so it is joining the both the text, and it will give output as 510. Okay, so then how I can calculate. Okay, so I want to calculate value, right? So how we can do it, we can use functions like int and float. Okay, so use functions like int and float. Okay, these functions will convert the convert your input into the integer or float. Okay, so now what I will do, I'll just pack this input function into the, again into the bracket. Okay, so now what I have done, I have taken int. So now when I type 5, the 5 will be again convert into the integer and it will be stored in the a. When I type 10 sorry, when I type 10, the b value will be convert into the integer and stored in the b. Okay, 10 will be converted into the integer and stored in the b. And when I say print a plus b, it will print as 15. So let us see once. Now we are back to the Python program. So now what I will do, I will just say enter a value. Okay, enter a value, enter a value. Okay, I'll just or I will just say enter a, enter a. Now I want b, b is equal to, again, input enter b, enter b. Okay, right. So what I will do here, I will just say a plus b, I will say a plus b, right? So let us see, let us save and run the program. Right, so let me run the program. Okay, so now it is asking a value, I will give 5, enter. Now it is asking for a b value, I will type 10. See what it is giving output, 510. Why it is giving output 510? Because suppose if I say type a, if I say type a, so what it is showing, string. So what you understood, the input function, what it is doing, it is converting the input into the string. So Python interpreter will take the value and convert into the string, right? So it will assume the value as a string. So what we can do, we can add converter. Okay, so I'll just say int. Okay, suppose if it is float, you can use float. Okay, right, so I'll just use the int here. Okay, now here also I will use int. Now what happens, the a value, b value, what you will give will be converted into the integer and stored in the a. So let me run this one first. Let me save. Now run the program. Okay, right. Okay, so it is asking again a value, so again I will give 5 and 10. See, this time it is giving 15. Why? Because now the input has converted into integer. Okay, so when you are entering a value into the input function, it will consider as string. So remember this one. Okay, so let us move to the topic again. Now we are back to the topic. So this is how we use int and float function. Suppose if you want to enter float 5.6, then we use, in place of int you can use float. Okay, so this is how we can perform operations on the input function. Okay, there is another operation called evaluate. Okay, so what eval will do, eval will evaluate there itself. Okay, so it will convert the input immediately and it will store in the a. Okay, for example, if I give enter values 4 plus 3 minus 5, so what eval will do, it will immediately convert the value. Okay, so it will convert 4 plus 3 plus minus 5 means automatically you will get the output as 2. So what it will do, it will, when I say print a, it will give output as 2. So let us see this one also. Now we are back to the Python. So what I will do now, I doesn't need a, b, right? I'll just say directly I want only a now this time. Okay, so a, here itself I want to get the output. So what I will do, I'll say a is equal to eval. Okay, so when I say eval, what happens, automatically the input will be evaluated there itself. So input. Okay, so input, here I will say enter values, enter values. Okay, so enter values, and I will just close the bracket. Now I want to print the a, right? Now let us see how this will work. Okay, so let me save this one. Right. Okay, okay, so it is asking for enter value. So what I will say, 5 plus 6, I will say 5 plus 6, enter. See what it is giving, output 11. Nice, right? Now let us take 3 values or 4 values this time. So again I will run the program. Okay, now it is again asking enter a value. So this time 5 plus 6 minus 4. Okay, let us see. See, automatically it has given output as 7. Nice, right? So this is how your input and output function will work. So friends, keep practicing. Thank you.